Alright, the Slack is back, part 3 of chapter 7 of my Dead Space 2 hardcore run. And we're out in space. First thing on the agenda is to wipe out this nest here. Weapon of choice, of course, is the line gun one shot. Doesn't need to be upgraded. Any line gun will do. Out of the box, no problem. And blam, you got yourself one ruby semiconductor. And my inventory is full. Once again, I won't be collecting any of the goodies out here on the pods beneath the solar mirrors. I know there's a ton of goodies to collect here, but that's going to take me a good 10 minutes, and I don't need that loot. I can finish the game without it, so I'm just going to skip right over it and get on with the task of aligning these solar arrays. So just jam up here, and these solar array mirrors, or whatever you want to call them, can be moved with the mouse. If you're on the PC version, you can actually move them with the mouse. I didn't know that until I started playing the game. I don't know, two or 3 weeks in, and I realized, hey, you can move these with the mouse. He's a learner, and it works a lot easier instead of using the directional buttons or the directional keys. And the next one to align is straight to the left of the first one. The first one is directly above the nest, and align that. And that's it. I'm out of here. Next we have to fly through space. But I have a flight plan worked out for that. So for those of you who are really freaked out about this particular part of the game, there's actually an easy flight plan that you can follow that will get you through it. No problem every single time. So when we get there, I'll show you that. Just finish up with Ellie and Strauss here. Bam! First thing you do is go hard right. Immediately. Don't even wait. Just go hard right. And you fly past this big red debris here. After that, go down. You avoid that. And after that, immediately go hard left. After that, immediately go hard right again. And now you have to fly through the tube here. Okay? And the easiest way is to just use Isaac's head to aim. Okay? And then you go into the green square. Once again, use Isaac's head to aim, and then you have to fly hard right again, and then finally aim for the white light. Aim for the white light. Use Isaac's head. You can see I'm adjusting his head to go right for the white light, and as long as you land his head right in the light, boom, that's it. He jams on his jetpacks or whatever, makes a beautiful soft landing, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Shakes off a bit of debris there. He's ready to rock and roll. And now I'm just going to reload all my weapons before I hit the store. This is a habit I make a habit of doing this before I go to the store, because in case you don't know by now, I like to sell all my ammo and resources so I can buy more power nodes. And I made out like a bandit here. I got 2 ruby semiconductors and a peng treasure. And I am saving detonator mines. I forget why I did that. Anyways, we'll find out in chapter 8. Detonator mines. I'm trying to think why I did that. Once again, this commentary is done after the fact. Okay, this is one of the few times I did not do live commentary, alright? A lot of you have been asking me about that. Is the commentary done live or is it done after the fact? I'm very flattered that some of you are confused about this. I would have thought it was obvious, but I guess it's not. No, this is done after the fact. There's no way I could play at this pace and do live commentary. I tried it and it was a total disaster. I just so the commentary was a total disaster. So yeah, this is after the fact. And now we go into the transport hub again, and I'm sure whichever developer designed the spawn architecture in this area of the game. And what I mean by spawn architecture is how the enemies and where the enemies spawn. You know, what kind of triggers make them all spawn. Are they time triggers, line triggers, or kill triggers? It's a complex spawn, and whoever designed it must have just shat his pants when he realized that all you have to do is just run laps around the room and you can avoid everything, as long as you don't kill any of the first claw kitties. I call the pack the claw kitties. Okay, that's my name for them. I don't really like the name the pack. Anyways, there's I think about 6 or 7 of them that spawn instantly, and as long as you don't kill any of them, you can like prevent any of the other enemies from spawning with the exception of a lone slasher, and he's gonna pop up any moment now. And that's it. That's all. As long as you don't kill any of those, you can keep all the others from spawning. So, like I said, the developer who developed the spawn architecture in here is like, hey, did you know you could just run laps around the room and you don't even have to kill any of the enemies? And he's like, probably pulling this big Homer Simpson moment, go, don't, no, jeez, really? God dang it. And I guess he didn't have time to go back to the drawing board before they had to release the game, And maybe the game testers missed it, although I don't know how, because, game testers, they're pretty good. Now that would be some dream job, eh? To be a game tester.
Yes, I'm authorized for this.
Damnation. And when Ellie says, open up you bastard, that means that she's pretty close to opening the door. That you remain locked down until Ellie works on getting the door open. Any moment now. And there we go. So we're released from the transport hub, and I'm gonna try to, to kill all these claw kitties and the slasher to get some loot. But I blow it here. I thought I had the Ripper engaged, and I end up blowing them all away with the force gun, which is great. A lot of you are probably saying, well, that's great, Slack. The force cover is fantastic on the claw kitties. But the thing is, it blows them all over the room. And what happens is, if you kill a lot of claw kitties all at once, the game can only handle having three or four of the claw kitties' corpses in effect, as it were, at any one time, and all the rest of them get disappeared. So I lost a lot of loot here. I just simply either couldn't find it, or the game just simply disappeared their bodies and I couldn't get the loot. So that's the problem with the force gun. If you use the force gun on the claw kitties, you lose some loot. So the Ripper is a better choice on the claw kitties. Alright? There's a part coming up here. I just actually I did this run, I think first thing in the morning, and I just drank a big coffee and I really had to drain the weasel. So I took off here. I'm not even at the wheel here anymore. And at the end you'll see that Isaac is just standing there doing nothing, and it's like, hey, Slack, where are you? Are you there? I come rushing back, it's like right in the middle of a hardcore run. I gotta drain the weasel. By the way, I wrote an ebook over the summertime. It's called Dead Space 2 Secrets. It's my unofficial strategy guide. It will help you master the game on Zealot in hardcore mode. It is basically the stuff they don't tell you in other game guides. I've gone to the trouble to analyze the game in great detail and figure out enemy spawn points, trigger lines, all kinds of stuff, and it's all mapped out for you in my 272-page illustrated strategy guide. And like I said, Major Slack took a powder here. No one's at the wheel. So yeah. By the way, you can download a free sample chapter of the strategy guide. Go to the link in the video description and scroll down to the bottom of the information page and grab yourself up a free sample, and you can see what it looks like. All right. And we're finally back. So that's it. Thank you all very much for watching, and join me tomorrow when we take on Chapter 8 in my Dead Space 2 hardcore run. All right. Slack out.